the Sports Renegades podcast on SportstownChicago.com.
I just wanted to hit on the field goal at the end of the game and going for a field goal on the end of the game, and just the reason behind that, and it's very simple. Once we got inside the 30-yard line, we were going to kick it. We were well within Robbie's range. We ran the ball on first down, got 3. We're sitting there at 2nd and 7, and the ball's in the middle of the field, well within Robbie's range. And with all the things that had happened throughout the game, including Minnesota's failure to make a field goal when they went back with penalties, we're in a great position right there to kick it and finish the game. And that's the decision I made in the best interest of the team. And it didn't work out. I recognize that, and I accept accountability for that. And as I told the team today, Robbie didn't lose the game because he missed the kick. We had a number of different ways to win the game throughout, and we didn't get it done. And that all starts with me.
Welcome back to the Sports Renegades here on SportstownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Ryan Risky. We were just giving you a flashback to the awful times in the Bears organization with Mark Trestman at head coach. And that was his decision to kick a field goal on 2nd down, and he gave absolutely no reason why they did that.
If you remember, I was actually at that game.
I remember that. You said a lot of people were, pissed. I'm sure the Viking fans were laughing when they kicked it.
The Bears fans were sort of in disbelief.
That they
sort of
did
because
that.
We had assumed that the Bears won the game. And there was 3 different points in the game where we thought the Bears won, and then we thought the Bears lost. So
I'm sure Vikings fans were laughing when they kicked that ball on 2nd down.
I guess the 2 guys sitting next to me was like a father and son, and they're Vikings fans, and they were talking to me the whole game about how the Vikings really suck, and I know you guys are Bears fans, but at least you're not Vikings fans because they've had a lot of trouble lately, obviously. But they sort of said, wow, both teams didn't deserve to win that game, at the end of it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was just so pissed. I'm like, yeah, obviously.
The Bears didn't deserve to win that game because of Mark Trestman.
No, but the Vikings certainly didn't deserve to win that game. They played horribly all game. That was the game where Christian Ponder got hurt towards the end of the first half. He didn't come out for the second half, and who was their backup? I'm trying to think of who their...
It wasn't Matt Castle then. No, he was still with the Chiefs. It wasn't McNabb.
No,
was it Joe Webb?
No, I think it was Castle. I think he came out for the second half, Matt Castle, and he just
right.
And he just gave the ball off to Adrian Peterson towards the end, and I think Adrian Peterson scored a touchdown or 2 to get the game tied up. It was very disappointing, but that's when I really fell in love with Alshon Jeffrey. He went off. He had 2 bomb touchdowns.
That was
from
that
Josh
250.
McCown, yeah.
That was the best game. That was the best game for a Bears wide receiver ever. 250 yards.
The touchdown. There was a touchdown that opened up the
second half.
Second half. I had just gotten back to my seat from going to the bathroom. I get back to my seat just in time to see it. I didn't even have to sit down. I could just stand up.
I think, and that was the one that Cowan bombed it, and then Jeffrey caught it and ran.
Right.
There was another one that, when watching on TV, the announcers, it was Tom Brenneman, and I don't remember who the color analyst was. They were just in shock by that one circus catch he made, and then all they said was, "This is Calvin Johnson in disguise."
Yeah, pretty much.
They said they've never seen anyone not named Calvin Johnson make that kind of catch.
Right, and the Bears lost that game strictly because of Mark Trestman.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's I'll never forgive him for that. Me and Ryan Risky are on NFL.com right now, and we're looking at sort of a live pick. Somebody's talking outside the draft at Grant Park to fans, and there's fans of all different jerseys and all different people. It's very strange to see them all in Chicago. Are these people from Chicago, or did they actually travel from Jacksonville and Tennessee up here to see the draft? Because there was somebody in a Jaguars uniform, and I can't imagine there's that many Jaguars fans in Chicago.
No, there's probably not. And just another Bulls update. It's 55-26.
Woohoo! Yes, we're coming home for the Cavs. We're going to be playing the Cavaliers. I think that'll be Saturday or Sunday. Unfortunately, the Bulls didn't get that much needed rest that they really did need. The Cavaliers got it, but J.R. Smith is out those first 2 games.
Kevin Love is out for the playoffs.
Kevin Love is out for the playoffs. So this is the opportunity right now. This is the window of opportunity for the Bulls because you can't assume that next year that Kevin Love's not going to get hurt again. And then also
we don't even know where Kevin Love's going to go.
Right, and
Cleveland reportedly doesn't even have enough salary cap to keep him.
And that'll be LeBron's second year back with the Cavs. He's only going to be more comfortable and probably better off. Okay, we're looking at the first pick right now, I think.
Wait, it's coming out already?
Well, I see Roger Goodell talking. I don't know. I think he's just saying hello and welcome to the NFL draft.
Again, we don't have audio in here. I mean, I don't know how.
I do have audio, but I don't want it.
Oh yeah, we don't want it on. I mean,
obviously, I'm not going to.
I mean, we could turn it on when they're actually making the pick. Except, I mean, how long?
I'm not sure if that's going to translate to to Adobe Audition. Though.
Well, how long is it going to take Tampa Bay to decide that they want Jameis Winston? It's not like they only had from the moment the season ended until now to decide.
Right. Oh, actually, I can't turn on the volume.
There's no speaker in here.
No, there's no speaker to turn it on, and so never mind with that. But it looks like Tampa Bay will be on the clock shortly. Round 1, pick 1. Roger Goodell walked away from the podium, and now, yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. It looked like they had 10 minutes, is what it said. Which is there? I don't think there's 10 minutes for every pick, is there?
In the first round.
And in the first round, there is.
That's
10
why I hate the NFL draft. I mean, all the other drafts you get 5 minutes.
At least we'll get through the Bears before our show is over.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll probably get through the top 10.
Yeah, why should the first overall pick get 10 minutes? I mean, that one should be like maybe 7 or 8. I mean, they have from the moment the season ends until draft day to determine who they're getting. They don't need 10 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
It sounds like there were a lot of boos for Roger Goodell in the stadium.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure there was. Obviously there definitely will be some boos when he comes out because I mean, who's more hated right now than him as far as except for the hockey commissioner, the NHL commissioner, Gary Bettman. But besides that, I mean, those two are very, very hated. So
yeah, and Brad Biggs just tweeted out that in the history of the Buccaneers franchise, they've never had a quarterback that they drafted that they re-signed to a second contract.
Wow. So that's not a good thing.
No, that's an awful stat. I mean, that just says you can't draft or your owner or your just GM is too stupid to re-sign guys.
Right.
I remember Josh Freeman had his first 2 years were really good. I mean, it looked like he was going to be the franchise quarterback for them, and then he just decided to not be good after that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, obviously.
How much time's left on that first pick?
Well, we got about 7 minutes or so, I would say. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We will come back right before the first pick is announced, and then we'll talk about that first pick while the second pick is being picked. So you're listening to the Sports Renegades here on SportsTownChicago.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Sports Renegades here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Ryan Risky, and the pick is in, and we can only assume that it's Jameis Winston.
Yes, the pick is in for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we went back. So we came back from break. They still have over 3 minutes if they wanted to still pick, but they got their pick in. So Roger Goodell should be in shortly. I don't know if he has to wait for the complete time clock to go all the way down. I hope not. But
yeah, I mean that would just be stupid.
Well, while we have some time before the pick comes in, Giannis Antetokounmpo and O.J. Mayo.
Bucks selected Jameis Winston. Absolutely no surprise.
Yes, Bucks select Jameis Winston. Roger Goodell's addressing that now. So I guess this TV feed's probably a little behind the.
Yeah, I'm sure it all is. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Brad Biggs is there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All the guys are there. So yes, Jameis Winston is staying in Florida. He's going to be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There you see him with his family on the screen. He's happy. I'm sure he's happy that he's still in Florida. So,
yeah.
So that's good.
Apparently the Eagles, listen to this offer the Eagles made for the number 2 pick. Tell me if you think they're overpaying much. 2 number 1 picks, a 3rd round pick, Sam Bradford, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Boykin, Michael Kendricks, and more.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's like the whole team and all of their draft picks. Is Marcus Mariota that good?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, Tennessee would be stupid to not accept that. They're getting 4 good players, 2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick for a guy that probably might be a bust.
Right. Yeah, so it's just I don't know.
That's what happens when Chip Kelly's running. When Chip Kelly is the GM now, it's just stupid that he's the GM.
So Lovie Smith gets his franchise quarterback in Tampa Bay, so we'll have to see how franchise he is.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about Jameis Winston is that he threw so many interceptions last year. I think they said nobody has led the league in or their college or whatever in interceptions that actually went first overall before. So I mean, he did throw a lot of interceptions. I think he threw over 20 at least.
Yep, that's it's obviously no surprise that Jameis Winston was drafted number 1 overall. Number 2 overall will probably be Marcus Mariota. We don't know who will be picking him though. That is true. It's supposed to be Tennessee, but you never know with trades and
especially with Chip Kelly. And you heard that unreal offer that he made. I mean, that they're giving up 4 good players and then 3 draft picks.
Right.
Just for the number 2 overall pick. I mean, Chip Kelly is an idiot.
Yeah. That is for sure. While we wait,
the Bulls are up 65-33 at halftime.
Yeah, while we wait for Tennessee to make their final pick, as you said, Bulls up at halftime, big, up by 30 points or more. And Giannis Antetokounmpo and OJ Mayo are really acting like a bunch of babies. They're not going out
in front of their home
class.
crowd, and
yeah.
I'm sure the
home crowd's cheering.
I'm sure, when Giannis went and clobbered Dunleavy, everyone stood up and started cheering, letting him know that they thought that was cool. Like, I mean, why are you cheering? Your team is down by 30 points.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee and Wisconsin sports fans in general, not the best people. I mean, they really aren't the best people. They certainly are not good. I mean, I've never been to Lambeau Field, but that's a horrible place. I mean, not the field itself. I mean, it's a nice place, but the fans make it a little unenjoyable, I would think. Of course, up by my summer house in Manitowish Waters, Wisconsin, it's all about NASCAR and football up there. It's all about Packer football and NASCAR up there. They don't even know that there's a Milwaukee Bucks team in Milwaukee. They could care. The people in Northwoods could care less about the NBA, and there's no hockey, so they don't care about hockey. I mean, they're fairly close to Canada, but not close enough where they can enjoy hockey. The people in Minnesota like hockey a lot, but
and the Hawks have a big series against the Wild.
Yes, they do, and the Minnesota Wild, of course, used to be the Minnesota North Stars, and then the North Stars franchise moved down to Dallas, and then Minnesota finally got their own franchise again, and they have a lot of fan support. I don't hate the Minnesota Wild. I feel like it would have been easier for the Hawks to play St. Louis, just because St. Louis was on such a downslide, and they play awful in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it'd be. I mean, both teams would be. I mean, it'd be kind of a tough series.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge either way.
I just thought with St. Louis, it's going to be too much of a physical series for them.
Right.
And St. Louis plays dirty, especially when they're losing.
Right. So anyway, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, not a very good sports town.
And going back, the 32-point lead at halftime is the largest in Bulls playoff franchise history.
Nice. That's more than.
And the best part, it's on the road in Milwaukee.
United Center North. I'm sure there's still a lot of Bulls fans up there. I know there was tons on Saturday. Holy cow, was there a lot of people on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The place must have been half full. I think it's just like taking a look at all the shots and stuff. It was probably about either 60-40 in favor of the Bucks or 50-50 as far as the fans. So,
a Titans beat writer just tweeted out that they're taking Marcus Mariota. So,
Yeah, they.
I don't know why they did.
Two and a half minutes left on the clock, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't accept that Eagles offer, assuming that's the actual offer. They got 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, Sam Bradford, and then 3 really solid defensive players.
I'm watching a Vine of Giannis just tackling.